Hello, I'm back again. I thought I'd go through my journal with you. It's not complete. I've still got to finish off some of the pages, but I just thought I'd show you where I've got with it all so far. It's my first one. I did show through some of the pages I'd done when I first started YouTube a year ago, and but I thought, because it was like my very first one and I didn't talk through it, and maybe people now, you know, a year on, don't realise that I've done what I've done in here. I thought maybe I'd recap you all and show you what I've done. So this was my very first attempt at a caricature angel for my journal. I've done caricatures before, but not like this, and being my very first entry in the journal, I was quite pleased with how she came out. And then there's this one, and this one, you can see the book's starting to burst apart now. But this picture, I love this picture, and I like how my trees came out, and I like the border. But these are actually available as a fridge magnet or a keyring fob, and it's just a picture of the faces and necks. It doesn't have the border around it. It's also available as a print, and of course you don't get this line down the middle because it's been professionally tweaked. But and this is like a bright orange, but on the camera it's looking a bit like a goldeny yellow. But yeah, I really like that. That was my first attempt at doing a Halloweeny look. Then there's this one. This has got model paste. This is when I first started playing with the stuff, and I've just really took to it. So now everything's got modelling paste on it. The wings have as well. They're like book pages, and I've put the modelling paste on top. And it says here, I've rediscovered my happy place. What's that say? Oh, yes, I've rediscovered my happy place. Welcome back, me. Because I'd lost my mojo for some time, so that's why I did this. In fact, I did this back in August last year, so it was a while ago. This one, I never did anything with it. You can see all this shimmer, it's just gold brushwork. I don't know if you can see it, but in the flesh it looks really lovely. But I never done anything to it because I liked it as it was, because it was a happy mistake, and I really liked the outcome of it. So, but again, that's got modelling paste all around, well, most of the edges. This was done in September last year. I really like that. And I've done something like this since to an actual book cover, and it really, really looks lovely. On here I've got an invisible fairy. No, really, I haven't got anything on there. Yes, I put this washi tape on, and I don't like the washi tape on it, and I wish I never put it on, but I can't take it off without spoiling the page. But I can't remember now what I was going to do on it, so that's why I kept it blank, because whenever I remember what it was I was going to put on here, I will do it. so I don't want to put something else on just in case. But as you can see, it's all heavily splattered, so it's kind of like outer space looking, I think. And this one, this is to be finished. This is paper napkin, and so obviously I took it all apart and just used the top layer, and that's going to be stuck on there. And I want to do a little steampunk skull or something like that in there, because I think, you know, the colours and the layout would sort of go nice for that. But I just haven't got round to finishing that, but that's what I plan to do there, so I can remember that layout at least. And this one is sort of like a retro stroke shabby chic, and this is like a little love sundae recipe, and I'll read it out to you. And it's so it's a recipe for love sundae. It's a jar full of butterflies, 2 scoops of rose tinted yumminess, several drops of twinkle dust, shed loads of hugs, and a sprinkling of tickly fun. So that's my recipe, and I thought that was quite sweet. I made that up because I couldn't find anything cutesy to sort of go with it. Yeah, and I liked how that came out. And then this next page, oh, that's my mermaid. Not the best of drawings, but there's not a lot to say about this really. Yeah, I like how the scales came out on her tail end. I like how that came out. And this one, this started off as a mistake. I did lots of stenciling, which I then did a gesso wash over the top to tone it down. Then I did some model pasting all along the bottom using a florally stencil by Crafter's Workshop. But again, it was still sort of vivid, so I went over it again with another wash. But as you can see, it still comes through. I then did some pen work all along the bottom, but I've then done another wash to tone those down because I didn't like it, and then I wrote this out and dotted over the top, if you can see. But it's amazing how the inks and that are still like coming through, still came through after using all that gesso. And I've painted this along the top, a bit of scallop balance. This one is another one I wanted to leave as is, because I just really love how it came out. Again, it's got modelling paste over it, using the same stencil as I used here, the florally one. And I did some swirly modelling paste on it as well. I don't know if you can see that there. But I used all these, I think they're called cosmic shimmers, and I used all these different colours and they blended together really lovely. And I just love it, really love how that came out. And then this one was just where I was using up odd bits of paint, you know, that were left on my paintbrush, and I grabbed a homemade stencil I used, you know, bubble wrap type spots, and just did that over the top. So I left it as it is because I liked the end finish of it. And this I got this idea from Contadina Kay, who's on YouTube, really talented lady, and I liked her use of using the glue gun. So I've got this bubble stencil, oh, you can see some of it in the background there, and it's my own one that I made, and round some of them I used a glue gun, and I quite like it. It looks a little bit like thunder. I like that. This is another page that I'm not in love with. I didn't like my flowers, and I just went crazy on it. I covered the whole page in book page ripped up pieces. Don't know if you can see it all in the background there, the printing. Possibly not. I gessoed over the top, and I painted these flowers, but they were too bright and vivid, so I went over it again with gesso. Then I painted her on top, and then wrote this on, and then covered it all in spots. Why, I don't know, but there you go. But I like her wings, what you can see of them. And then this one is, I don't like this layout at all. I was struggling with what to do in it, and I don't know, I just don't like it. I don't like this on it, and I like the heart, and I just wish I never stuck that Eiffel Tower on it. But it kind of goes with the Harlequin stenciling on it. These I just printed off, typed them in on Word document, you know, Microsoft Word document, and just cut them up and stuck them in, and inked around the edge. I like the colouring of it, that's about as much as I do like of it. This I don't like. It's muddy looking, and it just needs brightening up. It looks better on camera actually than it does here. But yeah, I'm not liking that. So as you can see, this journal is still a work in progress. And this is, well, just I was having a craziness moment. These are just all banners I cut out of some jelly printed papers I painted up. And that's some stenciling I did. And there's actually loads of stenciling and paint underneath. It's just now you can't see it because a lot of it's covered up. But it's a nice cheerful layout. This is another layout waiting to be attacked. I can't decide what to do on it at the moment, but it's funny, just as I've said that, I've decided what to do on it, but I won't tell you because I'll do it as a little video when I do it. But I like it because it's pink. And this, well, I just went berserk on it. I shoved everything on it. This is a stencil I made. So it kind of looks like the hearts have been cut out of something else and stuck on, but it's all one layer. But again, it's all stencil brickwork, and there is some bubble wrap stamping on there, and dripped ink. Yeah, I quite like that actually. And